Yes, it's 404-613-7052.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Mom. Oh, can you regenerate the probation calendar for me? Ours isn't right. It only has 2 on the one that I have, but it has 8 or 9 on there. I don't think that's what was sent out. Yeah, I need 2, one for myself and the. All right, thank you. Okay. We'll get it in a moment, Judge.
Thank you.
Bless you. Thank you.
So while we're waiting for courtroom 2 to join us, we have some private attorneys on the line. If you want to make announcements on your cases, I know Mr. Jimenez, I see that you're with us. Ms. Kim?
Judge,
Good
good
morning, Your
morning.
Honor.
Judge, I have Jeremiah Belt, position number 1 on the probation violation calendar. I do have all the requirements that he was supposed to complete. I don't know if there's someone I could email it to, because I've tried to get in touch with his probation officer. I don't know if she's still with Fulton, over a period of months before he was arrested, and I never got a call back. So Judge Roth's case manager put him on the calendar, but then we had that snow day that shut us down, and then he was arrested, so.
Okay. Do we have anyone on from probation as of yet? I don't see anyone on from.
Strong. I just got an email from Casey Strong.
I'm not.
She's my litigation manager.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. So as soon as someone from probation gets on, we'll address that case.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else want to make an announcement or have an announcement?
Good morning, Your Honor. Sudi Chada Jimenez on behalf of Mr. Reed Shapira. I thought I get a breakout room so I can talk to the state and pre-try it. Hopefully we can resolve it today.
Yeah, Attorney Brown.
Okay. Do we have anyone on who's on from the state this morning? Miss Evans Battle. Seems like I was just with you.
Good morning.
Good
I'm
morning.
covering court this morning. I'm trying to get the rest of the information from the other ASG.
Okay. So since we have a moment, Mr. Jimenez, you want to come on camera for me?
I apologize, Your Honor. I'm traveling and this thing is so laggy. But
Okay.
can you hear me?
I can. Let's see. Courtroom 2 isn't on with us as of yet. So, Ms. Evans Bell, if you want to discuss position number 47 with counsel here, let him know what the offer is.
And if you have a number, attorney, I can call you real quick and we can discuss it off the Zoom.
Yes,
Put in
it's
the chat.
it doesn't matter, 470
Yes, ma'am.
792 0153.
01, I'm sorry,
0153.
53. Perfect. Calling you right now. Thank you,
All
ma'am.
right.
Okay. Ms. McLeod, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Let's see, do you have announcements on any of your cases this morning?
Yes, Your Honor, I have Ms. Durham, and I would like to raise a modification of her bond, Your Honor.
Okay. As soon as we get someone else on with the state, we'll and get her with us. So bond modification, position number 17.
Yes, Your Honor.
Um, do you have any other cases on the calendar?
No, Your Honor.
Right. Um,
Good morning, Your Honor.
yes, good morning.
Addison, good morning. Addison Wade. I represent Mr. Miller, position number 40, I believe, sir.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Wade. And what are we going to do with Mr. Miller this morning?
Miss Tucker with the state's been gracious enough. She shared with me some discovery yesterday. He has got pending cases in felony court that I have a hearing on next week, no bond status. I would just like to be heard briefly on a motion to reduce bond in this case.
Okay. If you want, I'm happy to do that this morning, Mr. Wade. If you want to wait until after, if you want me to put him on the calendar, on one of the SAP calendars after you have an opportunity to deal with the felony issues, I'm happy to do that as well.
I'm at the court's pleasure, Your Honor. He's at 4,010%. I was just hoping, due to the nature of the pending felony cases, just in order to, for efficiency's sake, they might be willing to reduce it a little bit to make it
Okay,
easier on the
well,
family.
All right, I'm happy to, I am happy to hear it this morning. We'll take you as soon as we can.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, if I may, I needed a breakout room with South Annex as well. Since we're waiting on courtroom 2, maybe now is a
Okay.
good time, but I'll leave it up to the court.
No, you're fine, Mr. Dodd. Good morning, Ms. Champion. Are you with me?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, I am.
Would you go ahead and place the South Annex and Mr. Haddad into a breakout room? Do we have someone up there at the South Annex who can unmute there? Okay, we'll place you all into a breakout room. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Ms. Champion,
Yes,
would you check on a couple of cases for me? I see that we have a conflict for position number 7, Mr. Blaylock. You'll find out who that is for me.
yes,
And a conflict on Michael Smith, 48 and 49. And apparently a conflict on 51, Kevin Tate, and 52, Reginald Thomas.
yes, sir. I'll check and see if one has been assigned.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Grace.
No problem.
Going on with court 2. Good morning, Officer Allen. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning. Miss Attorney Kim wanted to speak with you this morning, I believe, in regards to position number 1 on the probation calendar.
Would that be Banks?
Jeremiah Belk.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
Oh, now it's position number 3. I'm sorry.
Position number 3 now.
Yes.
Do you want me to get your number or?
For this individual, I was asking the courts to continue him on probation. Is it something else?
He's completed all the requirements. I don't know if you'd be amenable to terminating his probation. He's done everything. I can forward it to you if I can get your email
Yes.
address.
All right. Are you
May I
ready?
get your email address?
It's TALLEN, so that's T Allen at judicialservices.com.
Okay.
Only thing that, Your Honor, only thing that will be remaining for Mr. Belk, if all the conditions are correct, is he does have a pretty high fine balance.
And Ms. Kim, he'd be able to take care of the fine at this time as well?
I don't know. I'll be honest. I haven't spoken to him about it. How much is the fine amount?
His fine, Your Honor, as of today is $675.50. He also has probation supervision fees that he is required to pay. So the total for everything is $1,116.50. So, Your Honor, being that he does have enough time, I will be asking for him to be allowed to continue on probation to satisfy the remaining conditions, and that will be the fine. And I will review all the other documents.
Last question. Would you be okay once he pays the fine, if he's completed all the other terms for the probation to terminate?
To go
So-
non-reporting, it's a DUI case, so I would
Oh,
ask.
non-reporting?
Non-reporting.
That would be okay? Okay. Judge, I guess that would be fine. I mean, I'm not gonna have any arguments against that.
Okay, well, we'll wait for him to get before me.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's see, is there anyone that we can start taking this morning? ACDC?
Your Honor, we're on the South Annex, just so the court is aware. I'm gonna request, well, we're trying to do a plea. We're asking for time served. It's just send an email to Ms. Evans Battle. If she agrees, great. Otherwise, it'll be non-negotiated, Judge.
Okay.
And I do have one announcement as far as ACDC, Judge.
Yes, Mr. Dodd.
Your Honor, on position number 8, Jennifer Brown, Judge, it's going to be a not guilty plea. She's adamant of her innocence. The reason I'm bringing this up, Judge, is that the court, and I'm not sure if it was you, Judge, but she was given a signature bond at first appearance, but declined to meet with pretrial services. I spoke to her yesterday, Judge. I would ask if pretrial services can go back out and talk to her, so she can be released, Judge.
Okay, so she's willing to meet with pretrial?
She is, Judge.
Okay, so we can just have someone from pretrial go see Ms. Brown, I guess, at the end of the court session.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. So that case will be returned to the division judge.
Your Honor, just so the court is aware, I have a Spanish-speaking client that's position. Now I can't find the position number 4344, Judge. Whenever we have an interpreter, and of course courtroom 2, I need to speak to him.
All right. Have we, Ms. Champion, have we requested an interpreter for this morning?
I'll put one in right now, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And according to Mr. White, Judge, courtroom 2 is running a little bit behind.
Okay. So can we go ahead and take your client at the South Annex, Mr. Dodd?
I'm ready, Judge. I mean,
Ms.
yes,
Evans-Battle?
I'm ready. Even if it's non-negotiated, I'm
Negotiated.
ready, Judge.
Okay. And tell me who that is again.
Your Honor, that's position number 50, 50 Devin Strong, Judge.
Okay.
Just so the court is aware, he's been in custody since May 2nd of last year. He's not bonded out because of felony charges, and those 2 cases that he has are not going away anytime fast. So that's why I'm asking for just a straight time served sentence, Judge.
Ms.
Ms. Evans-Battle, you're on mute if you're speaking to us.
I think she might be speaking with
Oh.
someone on the phone, possibly.
Okay.
Me, Your Honor, this is Milton from ACDC. I'm having issued the monitor that I had up, the other camera up front. It went out on me, so I'm on this one.
Okay, you're fine, Officer Melton. It seems like we're having all kind of problems this morning.
Yes, it is. Alrighty, but the only problem I have is that I have a 9:30 court, so
Okay. Who do?
I have Ms. Durham and
Okay.
Ms. Brown.
Okay.
Ms. Brown is excused, Officer Milton.
Okay, thank you. Come on, have a seat.
And Ms. McLeod is on, Judge.
Okay. So Jennifer Brown, that's going to be a waiver.
Yes, Judge.
Position number 8. Okay. Ms. Evans-Battle, it looks like we're ready to start in the courtroom, so whenever you're ready for us.
Okay, she's there, if we can jump in and take it down. Okay, I appreciate you. No problem.
We're gonna start with number 2 and 2 through 5, Mr. Beck.
Okay, hold on for me just a moment, please. Ms. Evans-Battle, you're on
I'm
mute.
ready.
Okay, is anyone joining you today, or is it just you this morning?
It's just me.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
So you all tell me, courtroom 2, good morning, Mr. White. Where do y'all want to start?
2 through 5, Judge, Mr. Beck.
In courtroom 2, we do have a number of private attorneys that are with us this morning. So if you have those individuals in the courtroom, once we take Mr. Beck, I'd like to see if we can address those cases. Counsel, if you'll put in the chat, either in the chat or beside your name, who your client is, so that courtroom 2 knows. All right. Good morning, Mr. Beck. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Thank you. You can place your hand down. This is going to be a negotiated plea, Mr. White?
It is, Judge.
Yes, Ms. Evans-Battle.
Yes, Your Honor. In this particular case, the recommendation is for, it's a universal offer. As to the first case ending in 5281, the recommendation is for 12 months, serve 60 days, credit for time served, balance probated, the FVIP, 40 hours of community service, no further contact with John Tez Cooks, and no firearms. As to a case ending in 203J, Obstruction is 12 months, serve 60 days, credit for time served, to run concurrent, balance probated with a $300 fine. As to the possession of less than an ounce of marijuana, it's 12 months, serve 60 days, credit for time served, balance suspended. As to in case ending in 1793K is obstruction, 12 months, serve 60 days, credit for time served, balance probated, $300 fine. Operation 21, law and decision making. As to the FTA, the state would move to null pro status part of the plea negotiations. That would be our recommendation, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. White?
Your Honor, that's, we do stipulate for the purpose of the plea, and that is our understanding. We would just ask to convert his, $600 in fines to an additional 60 hours of community service. And, as to his probation, go non-reporting and terminate once he completes all its requirements.
Okay, Mr. Beck, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 0000528K, you wish to plead guilty to simple assault, family violence. In case 24 CR 0000203K, you wish to plead guilty to willful obstruction of law enforcement officers and possession of marijuana less than an ounce. And in case 26 CR 001793K, you wish to plead guilty to willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Beck, I will convert the fines to additional community service. When you complete all the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna take the probation case, position 3 and 4 on probation, Mr. Belk.
Or here. Right.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Belk. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the probation revocation calendar. Yes, Officer Allen.
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant was sentenced to probation on September the 28th of 2022, where he was required to complete DUI school, victim impact panel, as well as clinical evaluation, pay probation supervision fees for $49 for each month, as well as pay a fine of $675.50. Your Honor, as of today, we have not received his documents. I just spoke with the attorney. She will be sending those documents over to our office. He still has a fine balance of $675.50, as well as probation supervision fees. And Your Honor, the total amount that he's going to be required to pay is $1,116.50. Probation at this time will ask that the defendant be allowed to continue on probation. He has 106 days remaining on his case. And again, Your Honor, he has now been in custody since March the 20th.
Thank you. Ms. Kim?
Ms. Allen, if you could check your email, I did forward the requirements to you. He did complete the DUI school, the victim impact panel, and the community service, which I forwarded on to Ms. Allen along with your assistant judge. If we could agree, I guess we discussed earlier, to reinstate him on probation, and once he completes the terms, pays the $1116.50 off, if he could go non-reporting.
Okay.
Well, I'll add one question, statement, Your Honor. Mr. Beck, it looks like I did receive all the information, the victim impact panel, as well as the community service hours, and it looks like the DUI school certificate. Only thing that I haven't received document remaining is the clinical evaluation. That's 2 separate programs from the DUI school.
Judge, we'll get that right away, probably within a week.
Okay, so I will continue on you on probation, Mr. Belk. When you complete the terms, it seems like you've done most of everything. When you complete the remainder of the terms and get the fine paid, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get the rest of that done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation. Okay? Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, have a good day, Ms. Kelly.
Thank you, you too.
Number 40, Mr. Miller's next.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Miller. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Counsel, it's my understanding that you're seeking a bond modification this morning.
Yes, Your Honor, if you'd indulge that request.
Okay. Ms. Evans Battle, can you tell me the facts and pretrial? Ms. Hutcherson, good morning. Can you give me Mr. Miller's history, please?
Good morning. Yes, give me 1 second. He has a total of 12 cycles, with this arrest being the last cycle. August of 2025 NOLO contingent plea for driving while license suspended or revoked. And nothing further to add, Judge.
Okay, it's my understanding that he had some felony charges.
I think it was all within this arrest, but the charges appear to be possession of a firearm during the commission of or attempt to commit certain felonies, interference with government property, 2 counts, aggravated assault, 2 counts, and fleeing or attempting to elude a police officer.
Okay. Can someone tell me what the present bond is?
I believe it's 4,000, 10% option, Your Honor.
What position is this? I'm sorry, Judge.
Position number 40. Yes, Ms. Evans Battle.
Yes, Your Honor. I have that if this happened August the 31st of 2025, there were 911 calls regarding noise coming from a car show on Ted Turner Drive. There was a social media post that indicated what the event was, and the persons were involved in reckless stunt driving of different vehicles. That was investigated by officers. And apparently there was a traffic stop that took place in November, in which they flagged active warrants. It says that the officer activated display that it was a police officer signaling the driver to stop the vehicle, introduced himself, told him the reason for the stop, gave him his license, and attempted to give him a doctor's note, checked the license number, showed that the driver was the owner that was flagged for active warrants, asked the driver to stop, and he was arrested at that time. That's all I have, Your Honor.
Okay. State's position on the modification request?
Of course, the state's position is that state argued previously at a bond hearing what the bond should be. There's been no changes in circumstances that would call for a change of the bond or for it to be modified. So we would not agree to the modification at this time and ask the court to keep the bond set as it is. Thank you.
Mr. Wade.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Miller is going to be turning 26 this month. He has 4 children. He works as a mechanic. He's a high school graduate. As I alluded to earlier, Your Honor, a week from today, April 7th, we have preliminary hearings scheduled on those open felony matters in Superior Court. He is sitting on no bond status on those. Ms. Tucker's been incredibly gracious. She gave me some of these warrants on this case beforehand, and provided an offer. Due to the nature, though, we're not in a position to enter a plea, though, due to the open cases in Superior Court. So I am asking, Your Honor, if you're not willing or inclined to set a signature bond, maybe cut it in half, 2,000, 10%. We still have those cases in Superior Court to contend with. I can assure you his mother is very involved in this case. I don't believe he has any FTAs that I'm aware of, and he would appear for court as directed.
Once he deals with the felony cases on April 7th, given what happens in that matter, would he be more inclined to move these cases forward with a plea?
Yes, sir. I'll obviously have a lot more clarity after I am able to conduct those preliminary hearings and see what the posture of those 3 unindicted cases are. I hope the court understands. I can't do it today due to the pending cases.
I understand, but if I can keep it here and not have to return it to a division judge, and we can handle the matter, it will be quicker for him, number one. So what if I reset this for 2 weeks? If you come back and you want to take a plea, we'll take a plea. If you don't want to take a plea, then I'll consider your request for a bond modification.
That sounds wonderful, Your Honor.
Okay.
And I would also note that I was trying to look up the information when the pretrial services provided the court with history, but Mr. Ward just indicated that he didn't have any FTAs, and I have that he had a drive on his driver's license from 2021. They have him FTA'd for almost 20 different offenses. His license is suspended for an FTA and has been since 2021. That's the information that I have.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Evans-Battle. So what we'll do is we'll reset this for 2 weeks until April 14th so that he can work out the felony or go to felony court, and then possibly come back here and take a plea. If not, we'll discuss the modification at that time.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. So Mr. Miller, I'll see you back in 2 weeks.
All right. May I be excused, sir?
Yes, have a good day.
Thanks. Have a good day, sir. Thank you, Ms. Evans-Battle.
We go to number 50, a self-as.
Excuse me, courtroom 2. Can we finish up with Attorney McLeod, please, and thank you.
Okay, tell me what position this is, Officer Milton? Or who we have here?
15, Your Honor. I believe she's position 15.
Miss
15.
Durham. Bonita Durham.
That's 17 on my calendar, I believe.
Oh, 17. I'm sorry.
Okay, and again, you're requesting, well, is there a pending felony transfer in this matter?
They have been saying that since she got in, Your Honor. She's been in jail since February 26th, I believe. And every week we need a reset for a felony transfer.
Okay. What's
Well,
going on with Evans-Battle?
Yes, it's been a very complicated case. We have all the medical records. Now we just got everything. Yesterday, I recall seeing an email in reference to having everything in for the case. Let me see what the update is. Yes, and I need to send Mr. I got to send a message yesterday once we got all of the documents, her medical records and everything. We did send the information up. I would have followed up with it today once, if I was on the, because I was on the other calendar. But I'm here and I can just, only thing I could do is ask again that it be reset. We cannot make an offer on this particular case, and
Okay.
if she needs to waive, you know.
What
Your
is
Honor,
the-
what I'm asking for is a signature bond for my client. She is 59 years old. She has a $1,500 good bond right now. It's been demonstrated that she's unable to make this bond. And she's in a hardship situation, Your Honor. And she has a good address, which she tells me that, that was where they came to get her. We're just asking that she gets a signature bond, Your Honor, because I asked her about any other kind of bond, and she said she has no one to help her, and she'll be stuck in jail without a signature bond.
Ms. Hutcherson, may I get her history? And while she's doing that, Ms. Evans Battle, can you pull up the bond for me and tell me what the conditions are and if I was the one who issued her the bond to begin with? Thank you. Yes, Ms. Hutcherson.
She has 21 cycles, one FTA from 2022. She has an open case in felony court for possession of a Schedule II controlled substance, case number 26 PI 001538, and also an open probation violation. I'm showing the last the last conviction I'm showing is from 2004 for criminal trespass. And prior to that was 97 for simple battery. And nothing further.
Judge, the bond order is right here.
Say it again.
The bond, do you see?
Was it me?
No, it was Judge Law.
And what are the conditions?
A no further contact with Celestine George and stay away from 121 Cleveland Avenue, the gas station, mobile gas station. That's it.
Okay. And where is she going if she gets out, Ms. McLeod?
Your Honor, she has a good home address where they actually came and arrested her.
Okay.
What's that? What was that address? What was that address?
I'll ask her to give it to you.
It wasn't the 121 Cleveland.
No. She said they came to there to arrest her.
To the house.
Yes. Mr. Please give them the address where you live.
2708 Altoview Drive, Atlanta, Georgia, 30354. It's right down the street from the store. I don't live at the store. I live on Altoview Drive. It's where they came and got me for the warrants.
Okay. It appears that she has $750 good bond on each charge. And the amount of time that she's been in. I'm going to, Ms. McLeod, you'll have to prepare the order. I'll convert the good bond to a signature bond through pretrial level 2 with all the conditions that are on the were on the previous bond.
Thank you, Your Honor. And may I be excused, Your Honor? I do have 2 calendars to answer.
All right, can you ask Ms. McLeod to have her put the address on it, because it's not in the system, the address that.
Okay. Did you hear that request, Ms. McLeod?
I did, Your Honor.
Okay, so if you can do that for the court, we'd appreciate it.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, are we done at ACDC?
Yes, sir, I'm running now. Bye.
Okay, have a good day. Who do we have now?
No, I think South Annex was next, but
Yeah, they are. The number 15, Mr. Strong.
Okay, and tell me again, Mr. Dot, what are we doing with Mr. Strong?
Your Honor, I'm asking for it's going to be a plea, either negotiated, non-negotiated. He's been in custody since the date of arrest. It was a felony reduced to an accused as a misdemeanor. He's got 2 other pending felonies. He's not going anywhere, Judge. I'm asking for just a straight time served sentence. And I can let the court know what the case numbers for the other 2 and the charges as well, if the court wishes.
Let me hear from Ms. Evans Battle first, as far as the state's position. Are you with me, Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. All right, was he? But he wasn't arrested on these particular charges.
He was. It started out as a felony.
Okay, that was transferred down.
Yes, and the felony is 25 PI 003495.
Okay.
And one of the charges obviously was a felony. It was reduced to misdemeanor accused. So he's not been released since the date of arrest. He also has pending felony cases holding him in custody anyway.
Okay. I'm not opposed to that. That's almost a year. I'm not opposed to a time served.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counts. And the state agrees to time served on all of them?
Yes, Your Honor.
And just for the court is aware, it's 333 days that he's been in custody, Judge, as of today.
Okay. That's fine with the court since the state and the defendant agree.
We're ready, Judge.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Strong. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Say it again for me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down, Mr. Strong. Thank you. Mr. Strong, it's my understanding that in case 26 CR 000594Y, you wish to plead guilty to fare evasion, disorderly conduct, simple assault, terroristic threats and acts, 3 counts of willful obstruction of law enforcement officers, and possession of marijuana less than an ounce. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Strong. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
And then got 40, Mr. Shapiro. That's right.
Judge, Ms. Jones is here for Mr. Shapiro.
Yes, good morning, Ms. Jones. It's my understanding that this is going to be a negotiated plea. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Shapiro. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can place your hand down. You can waive sound into the charges, Ms. Evans Battle, in your presentation.
Your Honor, the state has agreed to reduce the charges to disorderly conduct. We have filed down the amended documents in the case. And the recommendation is for, as to count 1 would be 12 months. Credit for time served. Balance will be probated, that he's to go into Dunwoody Behavioral Health Residential Treatment Program and stay in that program until completion. Stay away from the Dollar Tree at the 608 Holcomb Bridge Road, Roswell location. stay away from Area 51 Mini Golf at 5100 Commerce Parkway in Roswell. As to count 2 would be consecutive, 12 months probation, stay away from those same locations. This is a continuous reporting plea for a total of 24 months.
Thank you. Yes, Ms. Jones.
Judge, everything that the state said, this was a negotiated resolution. We agree with what they said. He does have a hold in DeKalb, so we want him to get to that hold so he can enter the Dunwoody Behavioral Health Program. And he is on probation. So I just wanted to make sure with him that he knew he would be on probation for this case and that it may revoke his probation in Fulton State Court in another case.
Okay, well, I only have control over this case, so I'm not sure what you'll have to deal with.
Sorry, Judge, we just
No.
wanted to put that on the record.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Very good. If nothing further, Mr. Shapiro, it's my understanding that in case 26 CR 001754F, you wish to plead guilty to 2 counts of disorderly conduct. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Shapiro. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Anything further, Ms.
That
Jones?
concludes my business. May I be excused?
Yes, have a good day. Thank
You
you.
as well.
Courtroom 2, I see that we have the Spanish interpreter on the line, so I'm not sure if who you need is there, but whenever you can make them available, we'd appreciate it.
Okay.
Good morning, Ms. Lucia.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, we'll go to number 42, Mr. Patrick.
Negotiated plea, Mr. Dodd.
Is that position 45?
42, Patrick.
Oh, Patrick, yes, I'm sorry, Judge. Yes, it is a negotiated plea.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Patrick. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Am I keeping you up, Mr. Patrick?
I woke up.
Okay. Was that a yes?
Right.
All right, thank you. Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. As to count 1, 12 months, served 60 days. Credit for time served, balance probated, complete at BHET. No further contact with Christopher Harrell Jr. Stay away from the 3219 Piedmont Road, Atlanta address. Complete 40 hours of community service. As to count 2, 12 months probation, concurrent with count 1, and that would be a fine in the amount of $300. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Dodd.
Your Honor, I would ask the court to follow the state's recommendation. We're requesting waiver of the probation fees for the first couple of months, Judge. He's got a couple more weeks to go, Judge. And based in light of what the evaluation that's gonna perhaps cost some money, we're asking to waive the first 2 months.
Does he need that fine converted to additional community service?
Yes, I'm sorry, Judge. I meant to ask for that as well. Yes, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Patrick, it's my understanding that in case 26 CR 001792J, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass and willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. Is that right?
Obstruction, they were telling me obstruction, they didn't say will.
Well, that's the charge. So, are you going to plead guilty to those 2 charges?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning? No. You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
Okay, I will accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Patrick, I will convert the $300 fine to 30 additional hours of community service. I will waive 2 months of the probation fees to help you get on your feet. And when you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation. Good luck to you, Mr. Patrick. I hope you can get some sleep.
Okay.
All right, 52, Mr. Thomas.
Who's representing Mr. Thomas? So have we assigned Mr. Thomas a conflict attorney?
Your Honor, Ms. McLeod stated that she would probably try to log back in once she's done with her calendar call with Judge Roth and Judge Smith.
Your Honor, position number 7 also needs Ms. McLeod. That was a late request of a conflict, Judge.
Okay. So we'll have to hold on Mr. Thomas to see if we can get Ms. McLeod back on the line.
Okay.
We'll be with you, Mr. Thomas.
Joanne, does 51 also need Mr. Cloud? Looks like that was.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, 51. Thank you, Tom.
Okay. So we'll have to hold all those until. And
Good, number 6, Mr. Bell.
That's a negotiated plea, Judge.
good morning, Mr. Bell. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Say it again for me.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Ms. Evans Battle.
Yes, Your Honor, our recommendation as to count 1 is 12 months, served 32 days, credit for time served, balance probated, a fine in the amount of $500. As to count 2, be 12 months, served 32 days, credit for time served, balance probated, $500 fine as well, additional fine. As to count 3, it will be 12 months, serve 32 days, credit for time served, balance probated, complete the defensive driving course, stipulate to identity, venue, and a factual basis for the plea. Thank you.
Your Honor, yes, Your Honor, we do stipulate for purpose of plea. We would just ask to convert the $1,000 fine to 100 hours of community service. Ask to waive the first 2 months of probation fees and ask that probation terminate once he completes all his requirements.
Mr. Bell, it's my understanding that in case 26 CR 001765E, you wish to plead guilty to fleeing or attempting to elude a police officer, driving while your license was suspended or revoked, and failure to yield right of way. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Bell. I will convert the fine to community service hours. I'll waive 2 months of the probation fees to help you get on your feet. when you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it terminate. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on probation.
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you, Mr. Bell.
Yes, sir.
All right, number 9, Mr. Bryant.
Also negotiate plea, Judge.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Bryant. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony? Keep it up for me. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. You can place your hand down, sir. Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. As to Mr. Bryant, it's 12 months, served 32 days, credit for time served, balance probated, complete a 12-week anger management class or course, 40 hours of community service, no further contact with Chandria Sheets, stipulate to venue identity and the factual basis for the plea. Thank you.
As we stipulate for the purposes of plea, also ask for 2 months of fee waivers and ask that his probation go to non-reporting once he completes all the requirements.
Mr. Bryant, it's my understanding that in case 26 CR 001766L, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Bryant, I will waive 2 months of the probation fees to help you get on your feet. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't have to be on reporting probation, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
This is number 15 and 16, Mr. Downey.
Also negotiated pleas.
Thank you. Yes, good morning, Mr. Downing. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. You need some time there, Mr. White?
No, we're good, Judge.
Okay, all right. If you'll raise your right hand for me, please, sir. Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. You can place your hand down. Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. Count 1, 12 months probation, to run concurrent with count 2 and a $300 fine. Count 2, 12 months probation, which is concurrent with case number 1596E, ending, which would be a BHET, social worker visit for housing, stay away from the 308 Maxwell Road, Alpharetta. It's called the entire building there. We would ask as to count 3, 12 months probation to run concurrent with count 2, and include 20 hours of community service. As into case ending in the 1596E, it would be 12 months served, 90 days, credit for time served, balance probated, complete the FBIP, no further contact with Charmaine Cole, stay away from the 2112 Magnolia Place, Alpharetta, 40 hours of community service. This is a global offer. We ask that he stipulate to identity, venue, and a factual basis for the plea.
Judge, we do stipulate for the purpose of the plea. We would just ask to convert his fines to an additional 30 hours of community service. And ask that his probation not go non-reporting once he completes all of the requirements.
Okay, so the request is $300 fine for the obstruction. So that's 30 hours of community service in addition. So that will be 90 hours of community service total?
That's correct.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Downing, it's my understanding that in case 26CR001595E, you wish to plead guilty to willful obstruction of law enforcement officers, loitering and prowling, criminal trespass, and damage to property. And in case 26CR001596E, you wish to plead guilty to battery family violence. Is that correct? Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
Oh, yeah.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Understand?
Has anybody forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
I'll accept the pleas as negotiated. Mr. Downing, I will convert the fine to additional community service. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Is it number 30, Mr. Hale?
I'm sorry, say it again for me.
Don't think.
Tell me again, please.
Number 30, Mr. Hale?
And it's a negotiated plea.
All right, I'm sorry, I still didn't get it. Who do we have? 30?
30 Hale.
Thank you, thank you.
Can I have 1 second, please, Judge?
Okay.
We're good to go, Judge.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Hale. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Right.
Thank you. You can place your hand down. Yes, Ms. Evans-Barrow.
Yes, Your Honor. Our recommendation is 12 months probation as to count 1, concurrent with count 2, and a fine of $300. As to count 2, 12 months or 60 days, credit for time served, balance probated, complete a BHET, social worker visit for housing, stay away from the apartment complex at 3097 Maple Drive Northeast, complete 40 hours of community service, and stipulate to identity, venue, and a factual basis for the plea. Thank you.
Judge, we do stipulate for the purposes of the plea. Again, we'd ask to convert his $300 fine to an additional 30 hours of community service. He has been speaking with some of our social workers, and we're gonna have to speak again. He does need some help with housing. As far as the BHET, he's had that here at the jail, so we has to strike that as an condition of probation. And waive 2 months of probation fees and allows probation to terminate or go non-reporting.
And we would be opposed to termination or non-reporting. He was just placed on probation for similar offenses back in January. Thank you.
And Judge, he has no income and no housing at this point, so if we're going to require him to report the entire time, we've asked for all of his fees anyway. How you doing?
Where was the criminal trespass, Ms. Evans-Battle? At this apartment complex, I take it?
Yes.
Oh, you want me to wait next week?
Okay, Mr. Hale, it's my understanding that in case 26 CR 001564G, you wish to plead guilty to willful obstruction of law enforcement officers and criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
I
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Okay.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yeah.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
Not there.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Hale. Ms. Evans-Battle, did you tell me that he's on probation at the present time for something similar?
Yes, for criminal trespass and obstruction. Yes, from January of 2026.
Okay. So I am going to waive all the fees. I'm going to require that he be on probation the entire time. How long has he been in custody?
Since the 7th, Judge, of March,
Which is about
24 days, 25, depending on, I would say 20. He understands he has another 6 days.
All right. So as far as the obstruction, I'm going to waive the $300 fine. And as far as the criminal trespass, I am not going to require him to do the 40 hours of community service. I believe that the 24 days that he's done is satisfactory. I will require, if he's had the BHET, and that he stay away from that apartment complex. But since he's had some issues in the past, I am going to keep him on probation so that he can be monitored. But as I said, I'll waive the probation fees while he's on probation.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Judge.
and we'll have a social worker visit with him. Mr. White, obviously, and let's see if we can get him some housing. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Hale. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, next we'll have number 27, Mr. Freeman.
Judge, just non-negotiated plea.
Okay. And what's not negotiated about it?
Just the community service, Judge. The fact that he's not allowed to use MARTA, he has no other transportation. We don't believe he can convert complete community service.
How long has he been in custody?
He's been in custody 15 days at this point, Judge. With another 5 to do.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Freeman. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You can place your hand down. Ms. Hutcherson, may I get the history, please?
Judge, which position is this?
Position 27, Mr. Freeland.
He has a total of 30 cycles, 1 FTA from September of 2023, a conviction from October of 2022 for battery and willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. I see an aggravated stalking arrest from 2020, but there's no disposition listed on the GCIC. A simple battery conviction from 2021 out of DeKalb County. A theft by taking, 2 counts misdemeanor conviction, 2020 out of Fulton County. A 2018 conviction for willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer out of DeKalb County. FTA 2017. A willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer and burglary conviction in 2017 out of DeKalb County.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Hutchinson.
You're welcome.
Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. He also has, from December of 2025, a criminal trespass in 25 CR 007362J. There was, in that case, a violation. This is a violation from the stay away order that the court ordered in that case too from MARTA. He has that 22 CR 005174B also, which is a criminal trespass. We're asked in this particular case, it appears that he was at the MARTA location. Officers were flagged down by an unknown party about the defendant allegedly drinking alcohol, using profanity against another patron at the MARTA station. Officers could see the defendant was in the public drinking alcohol, and he has a permanent ban from MARTA. And so he was there again. So our recommendation is as it is. And I would just ask the court, our recommendation is for the criminal trust 12 months, serve 40 days, credit for time served, balance, probated, complete BHET and social worker visit for housing, stay away from all MARTA premises as he is permanently banned from there, complete 40 hours of community service. As to count 2, 12 months probation, concurrent with count 1, complete an ADET, stay away from all MARTA premises. And we would ask the court to go with the recommendation as set out. We asked as set out in this particular case, as well as he is already on probation for the very same thing from December. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. White.
Judge, Ms. Freeman denies that he's actually on probation for another case. I don't know if that's. And Judge, all we're asking for is relief from the community service. He still has another 5 days in jail to do. That'll be 20 days total on this case. Plus, he still has the ADT. We're going to have a social worker speak with him this morning, and he understands that he can't go back to MARTA. That is the issue with community service. He has no other means of transportation, and would be very difficult to report anywhere to do community service. So that's all we're asking for relief from, Judge. We would ask for a waiver of 2 months of probation fees, and that is probation go non-reporting once it's placed on the requirements.
So there seems to be a discrepancy. Mr. Evans Battle, are you able to get me any further information on whether or not he is on probation at the present time for criminal trespass?
Yes, Judge, he is on probation. He entered into a plea on December the 11th of 2025 in front of Judge Mincy for criminal trespass and fare evasion. He was given 12 months probation, credit for time served, 21 days. Oh, the balance is suspended on the criminal trespass. So
Okay, so he wasn't required to do anything.
he was required to do, there weren't any other special conditions.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, if nothing further, Mr. Freeman, it's my understanding that in case 26 CR 001787C, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass and public drunk, is that right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Thank you. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
Not at all, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Very satisfied, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and not by pleading guilty to them. Are you giving up that right?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir, Your Honor.
All right, I will accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Freeman. Given the amount of time that you're in custody, I will not require you to do the 40 hours of community service. I will waive 2 months of your probation fees to help you get on your feet. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Good luck. You're welcome. Good luck to you, sir.
Thanks, sir.
All right, let's get 31, Mr. Harris.
What are we doing with Mr. Harris this morning?
Mr. Harris will be a negotiated plea.
Good morning, Mr. Harris. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Say it again for me. Say it again for me. Okay, we can't hear you, sir.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you. Ms. Evans-Battle?
Yes, the recommendation is for 12 months, serve 30 days, credit for time served, balance probated, family violence intervention program, complete an MHET, no further violent contact with Clarence Harris, stay away from the apartment complex at 380 Martin Street, Southeast Atlanta, complete 60 hours of community service. Stipulate to identity, venue, and a factual basis for the plea.
Judge, we do stipulate for the purposes of plea. We would ask for 3 months of fee waivers.
Yes, sir.
And ask that his probation go to non-reporting once he completes all those requirements.
Mr. Harris, it's my understanding that in case 26 CR 001788J, you wish to plead guilty to terroristic threats and acts. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning? You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty? I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Harris. I will waive 3 months of probation fees to help you get on your feet. And when you complete the terms, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Welcome.
All right, next, position 45, Mr. Poteet.
And what are we doing with Mr. Petit this morning?
I apologize. I just want to let Mr. Petit know that the recommendation is going to be time served with all the other conditions that we talked about. You ready to proceed, Mr. Petit?
Yes.
Okay. And Judge, I had requested a no contest plea, but he's not eligible. He apparently used it sometime in the last 5 years, so it's going to be a guilty plea, Judge.
Okay.
Can you give me the name and case position again?
Position number 45.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Petit. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Evans-Battle?
I think he said the plea was something different than what's on my sheet. 12 months, serve 60 days.
It is,
Okay.
hold on, I want to make sure I forwarded it to you.
Okay.
And I believe I did this morning. It's in conjunction with Jennifer Brown, position number 45 is on there. It's 42 days instead of 60.
Okay, I see it now. All right, thank you. 12 months, 42 days, credit for time served, balance probated, complete an MHET, 12 weeks of anger management, no further violent contact with emergency personnel and healthcare providers, to include Nicholas Eisele, Eisele, 40 hours of community service. Stipulate to identity, venue, and a factual basis for the plea. Thank you.
My sheet has a BHET and not an MHET. Is that? Just
I'm
so I'm
looking at the
clear.
new offer, says MHET.
Okay, is that your understanding, Mr. Dodd?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
And Your Honor, just very briefly, I would ask the court to follow the state's recommendation. My client, Mr. Petit, actually was struck by a vehicle, which is what led to EMS trying to take him to Grady. He did not want to go to Grady. He was obviously injured. That's what happened on this case, Judge. I would ask the court to waive quite a bit of the probation fees, Judge, if at all possible, in light of the anger management and the rest of that, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Petit, it's my understanding that in case 26 CR 001644E, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery. Is that correct?
I changed my mind. I don't want to keep getting anything. I just wanted to go to trial.
That's fine, Judge. We'll just enter a plea of not guilty.
Okay. We'll have a waiver filed, Mr. Dodd. Mr. Petit, your case will be returned to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Who do we have next?
Yeah, number 36, Mr. Jordan.
Your Honor, just so Mr. Jordan can hear, I had reached out to the state in an attempt to try and get a time served sentence. They've declined, so we're going to proceed with a bond hearing, Judge.
Okay. Ms. Hutcherson, may I get the history, please?
Yes, 21 cycles. A 2024 conviction out of DeKalb for possession of a Schedule II controlled substance. A 2023 conviction out of DeKalb for criminal trespass and simple assault. A 2024 conviction for possession or transport of a firearm by a convicted felon or felony first offender out of DeKalb County. Also a 2024 conviction out of DeKalb for possession of cocaine with intent to distribute, possession or transport of a firearm by a convicted felon or felony first offender, purchase, possession, manufacture, distribution of sale of marijuana, possession of a firearm or a knife during or commission to attempt certain felonies, and willful obstruction. A 2021 conviction out of Gwinnett for misdemeanor willful obstruction. A 2019 conviction for possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, sale of marijuana, willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer that was also out of Gwinnett County. 2019 conviction out of DeKalb for terroristic threats misdemeanor and disorderly conduct. 2016 conviction out of DeKalb for willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. 2013 DeKalb Nolo for possession of marijuana less than an ounce. Willful obstruction conviction, 2012 out of DeKalb. 2012 conviction for sale of marijuana out of DeKalb. And nothing further to add.
Thank you. It appears that I gave him the bond. What date did I give him the bond?
The 9th, Judge.
On the 9th, and it's in the amount of how much?
$5,000.
$5,000 good bond. What circumstances have changed, Mr. Haddad, since I gave him that bond?
Yes, Judge. Other than a new lawyer, Judge, Your Honor, in all honesty, there's not been a change technically, other than I'm not sure what was presented to the court at the time. He's clearly indigent, unable to make $5,000 bond. I'm requesting it, cutting it in half to $2,500, Judge. He tells me he was employed. He's been employed at Wingstop. He's born and raised here in Georgia and Atlanta specifically. He has family to live with. I apologize. I wasn't paying too close to Ms. Hutcherson, but I don't believe. I'm not sure he's got any failures to appear, Judge. He'll abide with the stay away, Judge. So we're asking essentially to reduce the bond from $5,000 to $2,500.
Ms. Evans-Battle.
Yes, Your Honor. He doesn't appear to have any FTAs, but he appears to have probation violations from 2024, 2023, 2022, and twice in 2012. The facts in this case were, or as we allege them, are that on March the 8th of 2026 at 5501 Glen Ridge Drive in Atlanta, law enforcement were dispatched to the location regarding a domestic dispute. They made contact with all the individuals, parties at the scene, spoke with the defendant, while another officer spoke with the victim. Mr. Raphael Witt, who explained that the defendant is his boyfriend and that they currently live together and have been involved in a physical altercation with him, where he struck him following an argument regarding explicit videos that he alleged to have been recorded. The defendant also indicated that the argument started in the bedroom of the residence and escalated into a physical confrontation, claiming that the victim struck him and scratched him multiple times while standing in front of him, and advised that that's how he sustained injury to his neck area. There was a video of the incident that was recorded by the victim on the phone, which captured the individuals. The officers viewed the video, which showed that the defendant was standing directly in front of the victim, very agitated. He balled his fists up and started striking the victim in the head multiple times during the course of the confrontation. And the victim appeared to be defending himself, which is, pushing the defendant away, trying to create some distance and so that he wouldn't get hit, and only defended himself in the situation to prevent the assault that was done by the victim on him. And of course, both the defendant and the defendant received those scratches because the victim was defending himself. That would be our allegation of the facts. And I think the court would have heard that at the original bond hearing, and with this exhaustive history, determined that the appropriate bond would be the $5,000 bond, which, I'm not sure what the state, the bond recommendation was at that particular time. From the state, I don't have that information, but we would believe that the bond is set as appropriate, and there's been no changes. We would still fear for the safety of our victim in this particular case, as well as the community and the likelihood of the defendant reoffending. The court has already set a reasonable bond. Thank you.
Anything further, Mr. Haddad?
No, Judge.
Okay, based on his history and that I was the one who initially granted him that bond, I don't see that anything's changed. I'm going to leave it where it is for now.
We'll enter a plea of not guilty, Judge.
Okay, your case will be returned to the division judge, Mr. Jordan. You'll get notice of your next hearing date. Good luck, sir.
All right, next we got 53, Mr. Townsend. He's a drug addict. That was a drug deal going wrong. That was a liar. Right.
Position.
53, Mr. Townsend. Good morning, Mr. Townsend. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can place your hand down, Mr. Townsend. Thank you. Yes, Ms. Evans-Battle.
Yes, as to count 1, 12 months, served 36 days, credit for time served, balance probated, complete an anti-theft course, $500 fine, stay away from the Kroger at 2685 Metropolitan Parkway. As to count 2, 12 months, served 36 days, credit for time served, balance probated, complete an ADET. We ask that he stipulate to identity, venue, and a factual basis for the plea. Thank you.
What did he take, Ms. Evans-Battle?
I have to look that up. Thank you, Judge. Hold on a moment.
While she's doing that, Mr. Dodd.
Your Honor, we stipulate for purpose of the plea, I would ask the court to convert the fine into community service, 50 hours community service. Just ask the court to follow the recommendation, consider maybe a non-report or terminate upon completion.
What are his housing, what's his housing situation?
He lives with his cousin Judge, who provided me with an address, with the street address. He's currently unemployed though, so it's just gonna take him a little bit, which is why I was asking to convert the fine to community service.
Okay.
It was 200, it says $247 worth of household and hygienic items.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Mr. Townsend, it's my understanding that in case 26 CR 001758E, you wish to plead guilty to theft by shoplifting and possession and use of drug-related objects. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
All right, I'll accept your plea, Mr. Townsend. How long has he been in custody? 18 days? Is that right?
Yes, Judge.
All right, I am going to accept the state's recommendation or your negotiated plea except for the $500 fine. I'm not going to require that he pay that. I am going to waive his probation fees while he's on probation, and when he completes the terms, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status.
Thank you, Judge.
Good luck to you, Mr. Townsend.
I got 7, 8 on probation calendar, Mr. Stinson.
And Judge, we don't know what JC's recommendation is at this point, so if they give that to us and speak with them very briefly.
Okay, Officer Allen, are you with me?
Yes, Your Honor. This Mr. Stinson will be a time served recommendation. He's now been in custody since January the 28th of 2026. But it looks like he was sentenced to probation for the charge of shoplifting, where he's required to complete a shoplifting course. So at this time, we will be asking for his case to be time served.
Thank you. Mr. White?
We're good, Judge, for that.
All right, time served, Mr. Stinson. Good luck to you, sir.
Okay, Okay, is the conflict attorney back on yet or not yet? That's all we have left is conflicts.
Judge, position 32, while we're waiting, Mr. Henson is in court downtown, so it's going to be reset.
All right, 32 and 33. Reset till next Tuesday.
That works, Judge.
Okay.
Or two.
I say conflicts not on back on yet?
Hey, I want to know what the court number felony is.
Court number.
And Ms. Champion,
Yes, Your Honor.
would you reach out to Miss Watson Cafe and see if she's going to be on the line today for her position 24 and 20 through 26, Mr. Ford?
Yes, I will.
Okay, thank you.
Two nine one six nine.
2916. I think it's 2916.
Do we have a breakout room for the, you're going to need a breakout room, Mr. Dodd, for the Spanish interpreter case?
Yeah.
The breakout room is fine, Judge. The other way we did it a couple weeks ago, Judge, is we had language line on the phone, and I spoke to him on the phone from the courtroom, and then if it was a plea, had the interpreter who's on Zoom translate. So I'm happy either way, Judge. Whatever's best for everybody.
Okay. So,
Your Honor, if it works better via phone, I'm happy to call in. So you don't have to reach out to language line.
What's your number?
I'm sorry, you want me to give you my number?
I'll put it in the chat one.
How about I email it to Ms. Champion? Or if you give me a number, I can call you.
No, give me one second.
Thank you.
and are we going to have on the probation calendar Marvin Washington?
Yeah, we gotta go. Well, bullshit, we gotta go get it.
All right, and there's also a Stelicia Johnson.
Your Honor, I think she's in medical, maybe.
And yes, Your Honor, I'm actually going to ask for a reset. I think this case needs to go back before Judge Roth. It is new charges, and originally it was added onto Judge Roth's calendar, but all the probation matters was reset. But we do not have a warrant on this individual. It's just we were bringing the matter back, but because of the new charge.
Okay, so this will be returned to Judge Roth.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Position number 5 and 6 on the probation calendar. So we're waiting on Marvin Washington on the probation calendar. And it
And also
appears
Travis Banks. We also have Travis Banks.
I have that he was released.
Okay.
Yeah, represented Lee Washington. It's Lee Washington.
Okay, hold on.
And Mr. White, Christopher English, have you had an opportunity to speak with him, 18 through 21?
No, Judge. Cobb County is not here. We may need to reset that.
Okay, so a week reset?
Yes, Judge, that's fine.
Okay, 18 through 21.
Was it 4-6?
Mr. Haddad, what's your extension?
7052. It's 613-7052. So it's 37052.
Whenever he gets a second.
Ms. Evans Battle, are you with me?
Yes, Judge.
Position 48 and 49, Michael Smith, is that a, do you have, is that a time served? Or not? I'm trying to figure out
It
whether I'm
doesn't look like it is.
okay. I'm just trying to figure out if I'm gonna reset these for next Tuesday.
She wants it to run concurrent with. Concurrent, but it's 90 days. It looks like he served 67 days. It doesn't look like he served the total 90 days yet.
Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is on position 48 and 49, I'll reset Mr. Smith 1 week. And Ms. Champion, if we can make sure that Ms. McLeod gets notice of that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Judge, Ms. Watson Cafe states the defendant was released.
Okay. And for Ms. Watson Cafe's case, apparently the defendant was released. And that's position 24 through 26. And for position 51 and 52, these are both, it appears to be time served, please. So it doesn't appear that Ms. McLeod's going to join us this morning. So we'll reset these for Thursday. And that leaves us with the interpreter case, the Washington case on the probation calendar, and the bench warrant calendar at 11.
How long?
Judge, sorry.
Yes, Mr. White.
Also, apparently we just discovered that position 7, Blaylock, is a conflict. So he'll need to be reset and conflict notified.
Thank you. So we'll reset Blaylock for next Tuesday.
And to be clear, there's been no conflict has not been notified. I don't. Maybe an email was sent yesterday.
Okay.
I went upstairs yesterday. They had my address wrong, and then they had me as
If y'all ready for position number 89 on probation, I got Mr. Foster here.
Your Honor, I'm ready to proceed with the plea on the Spanish-speaking defendant. That would be position 4344.
Next traffic. Probably next Tuesday. Go upstairs to, if you went to the clerk, they want 50, yes to that?
Certainly.
That's what gave me this.
What day? Oh, okay, yeah, I don't think they have any, they don't do traffic calendars every day, but like this is a jail calendar, they do jail calendars on Thursdays, well, unless they have something at another location, like the North Annex or the South Annex, you would have to ask that, but I don't. Right. But the seventh may be your earliest.
7 stands.
That's your date, period.
And then the last thing, can you tell me exactly?
It says expired tag. It looks like it's two. Let me see.
Yeah, it's for 2.
Give me 1 second. I have someone in the courtroom with me. Just. And excuse me, tell me who we have.
Judge from the probation calendar.
Okay, Mr. Washington.
What do you mean?
Yes, Officer Allen.
Your Honor, the defendant was sentenced to probation for the charge of battery where he's required to complete 40 hours of complete community service as well as anger management and have no contact with the victim in the case. Your Honor, the defendant has now been in custody since February the 17th of 2026. At this time, Your Honor, we're asking that his case be time served and terminated.
Mr. White.
So, I get out on Friday. Judge, we're okay with that.
All right, time served. Good luck.
Yeah, that concludes my business. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you. Have a good rest of your day.
You too, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now 43 and 44, Mr. Pina Gaona.
Yeah.
Yes.
Before we get started with him, I just recognized his name. He has another open case that we just did.
Judge, he does, it's scheduled for the 9th, but he wanted to go ahead and resolve this case since it's a time served sentence. The other case, Judge, is 26 CR 001944B.
And what's that charge?
It's a simple battery and criminal trespass, Judge.
Every single month. Never have.
So,
And I asked him, but he just wishes to resolve this case today. And it's a time served sentence, and we'll deal with the next case next week, Judge.
They told me when I was.
But I'll leave it up to the court, of course. It's a time served sentence on this case, Judge.
Is this my right address? I said, yeah.
but he's going to be in custody on the, still in
He-
custody on the simple.
Yes, yes, he is. And he also has an ICE hold, Judge.
Mistake what happened to me. I didn't.
That's fine.
Okay, whatever you all want me to do, it's fine with me. Ms. Lucia, if you raise your right hand for me, please. Do you swear or affirm that you will translate from English to Spanish, Spanish to English to the best of your ability?
I do.
Thank you. Mr. Pina Gaona, I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir?
Señor Piña Gaona, yo soy el juez Judge Eric Morrow y este es el calendario de todo propósito. Puede levantar su mano derecha, por favor.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Jura usted que el testimonio que nos da aquí el día de hoy será la verdad, solo la verdad y nada más que la verdad, bajo palabra de Dios.
Sí.
Yes. Gracias. Puede bajar su mano.
Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, it's 12 months, serve 4 days, credit for time served, balance suspended, stay away from the dump at 815 Sidney Marcus in Atlanta.
Y lo que la fiscalía está recomendando es una sentencia de 12 meses y 4 días, crédito por el tiempo que ya ha estado en la cárcel y el balance del tiempo va a ser suspendido. Y una orden judicial de que permanezca lejos, no regrese, no se acerque a la tienda de Dump que está en el 815 de Sidney Marcus Boulevard.
And we're asking that he stipulate to identity, venue, and a factual basis for the plea.
Y también estamos pidiendo que acepte usted su identificación y esté de acuerdo con su identificación y el lugar donde está usted, la sede donde se está haciendo este acuerdo.
As to the case of ending in 555, which is an FTA, the state moves to null pros that case for the purposes of part of the plea.
Y como parte de este acuerdo, la fiscalía también le está poniendo de parte de ellos que no le van a acusar el caso que tiene por no presentarse anteriormente.
Thank you.
Mr. Dodd?
Your Honor, we stipulate and ask the court to follow the negotiated plea, Judge.
Y su abogado defensor indica que sí están de acuerdo en lo que pidió y en el acuerdo y que le están pidiendo al juez que lo acepte.
Mr. Pina Gaona, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 005032B, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Señor Piña Gaona, de lo que yo entiendo, en el caso 25 CR 005032B, usted quiere declararse culpable. ¿Es eso correcto?
Sí.
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
¿Está usted bajo la influencia de alguna droga o alcohol el día de hoy?
No.
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Ha sido representado por un abogado el día de hoy. ¿Está usted satisfecho con esa representación?
Sí.
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Usted entiende que usted tiene el derecho de pedir un juicio conjurado en esta acusación para este cargo. Y al tomar este acuerdo, usted está renunciando a ese derecho. ¿Comprende usted eso?
Sí.
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
¿Alguien le ha obligado o la está forzando a que se declare culpable?
No.
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Good luck to you, sir.
Y acepto entonces este acuerdo por estas dos acusaciones como ha sido negociado. Buena suerte, señor. Thank you. Your Honor, if that is all the business, my business with the court, may I be excused, please.
Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate you helping us out this morning. We'll see you next time. Thank
Yes,
you.
Your Honor. Have a good day.
Let's see. Bailey Crossley, can you come on camera for me?
I just tried. Oh,
Okay, no, I can see you, ma'am. Good morning. I'm going to have you speak. Good morning. I'm going to have you speak with one of the public defenders regarding your case this morning. Mr. White, Mr. Haddad, who is it? Who can speak with her easiest? Or
Breakout room would be easiest for me,
okay,
Judge, since
all right.
Tom
So
is in court.
why don't we do that? Ms. Champion, can we put them into a breakout room? Mr. Haddad, would it be okay if we went over the calendar while you're gone? Or
Oh,
would you like me
absolutely.
to wait for you?
Yes, I don't want to delay anybody.
Okay.
And Judge, is this the only 11 o'clock hearing?
Yes,
Okay.
it's the only one that I have.
Okay, that's what counts. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Evans Battle,
Crossley is an 11 o'clock hearing case.
a bench warrant, DV bench warrant. Do you need
Okay.
that?
Can
do
you
you
give
need
me the
that?
case number?
I can. It is 25 CR 0080009H.
Thank you.
Okay. And Ms. Strong, whenever you're ready for us.
Can you hear me? Yes, okay. Position number 1 is reset for MMC. Position number 2 was a plea. Position number 3 was a plea. Position number 4 was non-pros. Positions number 5 and 6 were a plea. Position number 7 is reset for next Tuesday, April the 7th, SAP calendar. Position number 8, waived arraignment, reset jail jury. Position number 9 was a plea. Positions number 10 and 11 were released. Position number 12, 13, and 14 are reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar. Positions number 15 and 16 were a plea. Position number 17 was an amended bond. It was a 1,500 signature bond through the what? Judge. Was it a jail or pretrial?
I believe it was pre-trial.
Pretrial. Thank you.
Retrial level 2, I think.
Thank you. With the same conditions, positions number 8 and 9 are reset for next Tuesday. 18, 19, 20, and 21 are reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar. Position number 22 is reset for April the 14th SAP calendar. Positions 23, 24, 25, and 26 were released. Position 27 was a plea. 28 and 29 are reset for May the 5th SAP calendar. Position number 30 was a plea, as well as position number 31. Position 32 and 33 are reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar. Position number 34, I have transferred to Superior Court, but there's no transfer or anything in the system. So has a transfer been sent over, or will I receive that today? While you look into that, I'll continue. Position number 35 is reset for April the 14th SAP calendar. 36, 37, 38, and 39 all waived arraignment. 40 reset for April the 14th SAP calendar. Position number 41 waived arraignment. 42 and 43 were a plea. 44 was null pros. 45 and 46 waived arraignment. 47 was a plea. 48 and 49 are being reset for next Tuesday's SAP calendar. 50 was a plea. 51 and 52 are being reset to Thursday's SAP calendar, and 53 was a plea. Ms. Evans Battle, did you hear my question?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Position number 34 has a transfer to Superior Court, but there's not a transfer in the system, which looks like we never received it. So do you know if you have a transfer, if we?
Yes, I can send you the email.
No, I need the order. You're muted.
If it was transferred.
I'm just looking at what the announcement says. It says transfer to Superior Court, but there's not a transfer order that we've received yet.
Your Honor, that concludes
I'll have to draft an order for it. They did accept it, so I will get an order for the court to sign.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
And Judge, I'm back. I'm ready whenever the court wishes. And I think if Mr. White is done, he's done. So.
Okay, you done, Mr. White?
Judge.
All right, have a good rest of the day. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning again, Ms. Crossley. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the DV bench warrant calendar. Ms. Evans-Bell, I take it that Ms. Crossley missed a court date?
Yes, Your Honor. It appears that it was returned from the address. There was no apartment number listed on it. And she appears her address, I take it is still the 800, but the apartment number 800 Marietta, apartment 143.
Yes, Judge. Judge, she was given a UJR some sort of GGR. But the notice that was sent, Judge, does not have her apartment number. It just says 800 West Marietta Street Northwest as opposed to apartment 143. And when she was checking to see what happened on her case, that's how she found out about the missed court date, Judge. So it's not really intentional on her part. I think that the notice it appears to have been inaccurate or not complete. So I would ask the court to set aside any warrants, and I'll put in the proposed order, if the court is willing to sign it, her actual address along with the apartment number. So make sure that she gets notice to that particular address.
Okay. Can we go ahead and change that in the system?
It's done, Judge.
Okay. So it's
Okay,
been
great.
changed. You have something further, Ms. Evans-Battle?
No, I was just gonna say the state would agree with that.
Okay, all right. So, Ms. Crossley, Mr. Hurtado will prepare a set-aside order. The matter will be set aside because you didn't get proper notice, okay? Make sure to, as you have been doing, it appears, continue to check with the court to make sure that you don't miss any more court dates, all right?
Thank
All right.
you.
You have a good day, ma'am. You're free to go.
Thank you,
Okay.
Judge.
If nothing further, if no one has anything further, we'll see you all next Tuesday. Y'all have a good rest of the week.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Ms. Evans-Battle.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys. I see there's someone with a hand up.
Yes, Ms. Newsom, do you have business before the court?
Yes, I do. My children's father is currently incarcerated. And he was supposed to have court today. I called the state yesterday and they confirmed it.
What's the name? What's the name?
Alan Ramey.
Your Honor, that is position number 46. I had responded by text to Ms. On the chat line to Ms. Newsom that his case is actually going in front of Judge Porter on the 2nd. He has 2 cases. It's already scheduled for the 2nd in front of Judge Porter.
Okay, so that will be his next hearing date, ma'am. You're free to join that court hearing at that time if you choose.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, y'all take care.
Bye-bye.